Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we are diving into one of the most fascinating and, let's be honest, powerful cards in the entire tarot deck, the Wheel of Fortune. It's all about life's ups and downs, the big cosmic cycles that we all go through. So, let's just jump right in with a huge question, one this card basically forces us to ask ourselves every single time it pops up in a reading. Who is really in charge of your life? Is it you? Is it just fate? Or is it maybe a little bit of both? At its very heart, the Wheel of Fortune is all about those huge, uncontrollable cycles of life. I mean, think about it like the seasons changing, right? They just happen. Empires rise and fall, fortunes are won and lost. The wheel is constantly turning for every single one of us, and this card is like a snapshot of that never-ending universal motion. There's this quote I absolutely love because it just nails the whole vibe of this card. It paints this picture of our lives as a mix of our own choices, a dash of good or bad luck, and yeah, forces that are completely out of our hands. We're holding a needle, for sure, but we are not the only ones doing the weaving. And of course, a central theme here is karma. In fact, the wheel is often called the Wheel of Karma. It's that classic reminder that, what goes around comes around. It's really a call to be mindful of our actions, because all that energy we put out into the world, it's going to find its way right back to us, one way or another. All right, let's get into the fun stuff and decode this card, because the traditional Wheel of Fortune is literally a universe of symbols packed into one image. Numerologically, it's number 10, which is all about completion and kicking off a brand new cycle. It's the end of one chapter and the very beginning of the next. Every little symbol on this card tells a piece of that story. So right in the center, obviously, you've got the giant wheel. Sitting right on top is the mysterious Sphinx, representing all of life's riddles and that deep wisdom you gain. Then you'll see a snake moving down one side, symbolizing that fall into the material world, while the jackal-headed god Anubis is rising on the other, guiding souls upward. And then in each corner, you have these four-winged creatures, just watching over the whole thing. Okay, so let's talk about those four creatures in the corners. They're actually the four fixed signs of the zodiac: Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, and Taurus. And as you can see, each one is tied to an element: air, water, fire, and earth, and a core idea. The fact that they have wings is super important. It symbolizes stability in the middle of all this constant change. They remind us that even as life is spinning, there are some universal truths we can always hold on to. Now, if you look really closely at the wheel itself, you'll spot the Hebrew letters for the unpronounceable name of God, Yod He Vav He, and mixed in with them are the letters T-A-R-O. You can actually rearrange those to spell tarot or rhoda, which is the Latin word for wheel. It's all pointing to this idea of a divine, interconnected cosmic law that governs everything. So, just like a real wheel, this card has two directions. When it's upright, we're on the upward swing, right? We're experiencing good luck and moving forward. But when it's reversed, we're on the downward swing, and that can mean facing setbacks and resistance. So let's break down what each of those means for you. Let's start with the good news, shall we? When the Wheel of Fortune shows up upright in a reading, it's basically a sign that the universe is on your side. A positive turn of events is right around the corner. This card signals a major turning point. Good luck is flowing your way, and things might start to feel, well, fated or meant to be. So here's the key. You need to focus your intentions on what you really want. The universe is listening, and now is the time to make the most of all this positive energy. In your love life, this card is amazing news. If you're single, the universe might just be lining up a soulmate connection for you, so this is definitely the time to put yourself out there. If you're already in a relationship, this could be the sign that you're about to take that next big step together. Whatever's happening, it's leading you exactly where you're meant to be. Now, for your career and money, the message is loud and clear. Go for it. If you've been kicking around the idea of a career change or starting a business, the universe is giving you a giant green light. Say yes to those new opportunities, because good fortune is absolutely on your side, and you can probably expect some positive shifts in your finances, too. But what happens when the wheel turns downwards? A reverse card is not a life sentence of doom and gloom, okay? Not at all. Think of it more as a challenging period that, honestly, can offer some of our most important life lessons. A reversed wheel often points to a bit of bad luck, unexpected changes, and that super frustrating feeling of not being in control. It can really feel like outside forces are working against you. But, and this is a big but, it's also a powerful chance to look at your past actions and see how they might have led to where you are now. It gives you the perfect opportunity to finally break a negative cycle. When it comes to relationships, a reversal suggests that outside factors might be causing a lot of stress or stagnation. It could mean your love life has to take a back seat for a little while. The key here is to not try and force anything. Instead, focus on what you can control and really communicate with your partner to get through this phase as a team. In your career, this can feel like a major disruption, or just like you're stuck in a serious rut. This is not the time to be taking big financial risks. Instead, it's a moment for reflection. Learn from past mistakes so that when that wheel inevitably swings back up, and it will, you'll be totally ready to seize your moment. So after all this talk of destiny and forces beyond our control, it's easy to feel a little powerless, right? Well, this final section is all about how to find your own power and work with the energy of the wheel instead of fighting against it. So here is your 4-step guide. Step 1 is to acknowledge. You have to get real about what you can't change versus what you can. Let go of fighting those unwinnable battles. Step 2 is to identify your power. Direct your energy only toward what you can influence, your attitude, your actions, your responses. Step 3 is to take responsibility. Own your choices. Put yourself back in the driver's seat of your life wherever you can. And finally, step 4 is to trust. Just remember that this cycle, whether it's good or bad, is going to pass. Nothing is permanent. And that leaves us with one last thought to really reflect on. What if we started to see every single turn of the wheel, the good, the bad, the totally unexpected, not as some kind of reward or punishment, but simply as an opportunity for us to grow? It's something to think about, isn't it?
Continue your tarot journey by liking, subscribing, and checking out our books. The link is in the description below. Until next time, goodbye.